Hello, everyone. Schoolhouse Intuitive. Thanks so much for being here. I am here for the Libra Collective, Libra Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, North Node, any placement. We're just going to tune into what does Libra most need to know right now? What do you have coming in? What sort of blessings? What sort of challenges even that you may be facing? And we'll get some general advice from Spirit. I will use tarot cards, oracle cards, channeled messages, and I may even use my crystal ball and pull charms. So let's go ahead and get started. Thanks for being here. All right. Check out the disclaimer. You have free will, final say. Your intuition knows best. Take what resonates and leave the rest. First card out. Zoom in with spyglass. Take a closer look. And compass, divine direction, divine guidance. Very cool. So maybe some of you are looking to find a new direction, a new path. You did have the Chariot come out in your weekly reading this week. And I was getting in our weekly meditation that, like letting your following your inner compass here. It was, your inner compass will show you the way. That's what I wrote down. That's what I heard clairaudiently. So let's see. What else? Let's get some Sun Oracle cards. Yeah, still in that nice solstice energy. Fresh new solstice energy. What do we have? Cancerian seasons here. I'm hearing something about like taking a leap of faith. So what do these have? Wow, we have a lot of cards. We have potential, sovereignty, victory, inner child, and divine union. Oh my goodness. Okay, so potential. So this is about having an opportunity, some sort of possibility in the making. But you may want to take a closer look at it, right? That's what's clarifying these cards. So it could be up to you to draw in the energy and use it to connect a possibility or to convert a possibility into reality. Now, you also had the Magician in your weekly reading, and that is exactly what the Magician does. They bring it down into existence. We have sovereignty. This is about you having the power to shape the world around you as you see fit. Again, so much Magician energy. It's amazing. So mastery over your abilities too. That's Magician-like. We have victory is yours, whether it's an outer or inner achievement. You've done the work. This is getting the recognition, right? Positive results, getting ready to receive. I want to take a closer look, zoom in, get all the details. We have inner child here. So this is having fun, playing. There's an element of innocence here. So the curious child within you holds valuable and caring guidance for you. And it's like your inner child will never lie to you, right? Your inner child can sometimes be scared, though. That's the thing. But yeah. All right. Let's see what else we have. Sometimes the fear can stop us, and the fear isn't real. It's just, an illusion. What do they say? False evidence appearing real. I don't know who originally said it, but yeah. Anyway, we have divine union. Your current energy is attracting a special person into your life that will support you. Wow. I just want to point something out here. I do feel like things are lining up for you. Things are aligning or something because you have divine guidance under compass. Divine guidance. And then the two cards clarifying it are divine, right? There's divine guidance, divine. And then this card has guidance on it. So caring guidance. This is amazing, right? It says the curious child within you holds valuable and caring guidance for you. I just think it just tells me that there's it's like a whole new cycle, a whole new opportunity. I think it's because you're putting your strengths, your skills, your abilities to good use. And then you're going to be unstoppable. Like you're unstoppable at this point. Let's see, what do we have for the lovely Libra Collective? I'm going to pull out the Dark Mansion Tarot by Taroteca Studio. Bottom of the deck, look at that. You have the Queen of Swords. We're going to give her a shuffle, though, and see if she comes out. But that's what we're starting out with. That's pretty cool. Queen of Swords, the Queen of Direction, the Queen of Clarity, the Queen of Truth. What do we have here? Six of Swords. Time to move on, maybe. This is transition. So there is an opportunity in the making here. All right. It's again, it's up to you to draw upon the energy and create the existence of a certain opportunity. Possibly it might not exist exactly as you want it to, but you might come across something or someone that it has potential. Like the potential is there. All right. Okay. What else do we have? What else do we have? Opportunities here. Tell us about the opportunities coming in. Oh, this is amazing. A shining golden Ace of Pentacles. When I ask about opportunities, look at that pentacle. It's a big fat O for opportunity. You have an opportunity heading your way, and this could really change everything. This could be a new job, a new relationship, a new job. Or I already said new job, new income, a new investment. You might be really, again, like sort of exercising your own authority. This is what's clarifying sovereignty. This is about you having the power to shape the world around you, about taking that pentacle. And yet, potential means nothing if you do nothing with it, right? So you take the pentacle and you become, you get in control and decide you're going to make something happen. If it doesn't already exist, you're creating it for yourself. You ever heard of those people who kind of like create their own roles at work and then they get promoted into a position that they basically created, for themselves? So that kind of energy is here on the table for you. There's some sort of sweeping victory. I'm feeling that. And like, look at this. And that's just it. It's clarified by victory. So victory is yours. Victory is yours. All right. That's what the next card was. Now let's clarify victory. All right. Recognition, success, positive results. Tell us about that. What do we need to be mindful of? How do we make this Ace of Pentacles grow, become a 10 of Pentacles? Page of Wands. Get excited, get inspired, and take action, even if it's a small step. All right. That's what that's about. And you will be rewarded. You will be rewarded for doing that. Again, real unstoppable energy here. You're having your victory. Tell us more about our victory. Give us some divine guidance, please, about our victory. Victory. Maybe the name Victor or some variation of it means something. We have the Knight of Cups. So the victory comes when you follow your heart. When we have the Page of Wands and the Knight of Cups, both of them follow their inspiration. They follow what feels best to them. They do it, and maybe there's something you've wanted to do ever since you were a child. Not being afraid to take that chance. Dip your toe in the water. It's time for some of you. All right. This is only a general reading, right? Okay. Decks are down below, by the way. And we have the Three of Cups. Look what happens. So there's the Three of Cups. This is a time of celebration, being surrounded by the ones who support you, who love you. This is positive connections. And it's interesting. That's what's clarifying the divine union, Let's see. What else do we have, please? I'm hearing policia. I tell you what I hear clairaudiently, and that's what I'm hearing. Policia. So police in some way. What do we have here? Oh, right. Okay. So it looks like you're going to take that Ace of Pentacles and you're going to make it into a Nine of Pentacles. And how are you going to do that? Well, you're going to use those magician vibes that are all over this reading, my friends. And that what it has in common with the Nine of Pentacles, the magician that is the focus. They know how to get things done. They don't allow the distractions or the trickery or craftiness of others or illusions, fear, anxiety, all that. They're not getting tripped up by that. Right? This is about financial gain. This is a victory. This is the fruits of your labor paying off. You're getting rewarded. This is also leading you to self-sufficiency. And I know that's what a lot of you want. So there's a lot of potential here. Lots of it. Big opportunities on the way, on the horizon here. But remember, you have to be excited about it. Like you have to, it has to be something that means something to you, right? That's what it feels like. A lot of you, it feels like it has to really mean something for you to even want to do it. So allowing your excitement and your inspiration to really light the way and lead the way. Get all the details though. Let's not forget, we want to take a closer look here. Your next reading, by the way, will be all about July. So all about July. Oh, Knight of Swords. Look at that. Wow. That is swift action. They're just going for it. They're so assertive. So this is what we need to do maybe with that Ace of Pentacles, really assert ourselves. What else do we have? It's deliberate, okay? It's upright, so it is deliberate. And that's important. You know, we don't want to be hasty. Well, we have the Two of Pentacles here, and it's in reverse. This is telling me, in addition to the channeled messages I was receiving or that I keep getting clairaudiently, when the Two of Pentacles is in reverse, that's telling me that some of you may be a little disorganized, distracted, or having a hard time keeping up with everything that's going on. This could be unwise spending, things being out of balance, out of whack, feeling overwhelmed in some way, right? Maybe not being able to make a choice, being afraid of making the wrong choice, perhaps. So it's making you not make a choice, period, for some of you. But you do have a number of knights and pages now. You have 2 knights and a page, and it feels like you're going to be getting whatever's missing to at least put you on that path towards where you want to head to have the victory. So this is like, you're going to start seeing results if you haven't already. What else do we have, please? If you enjoy this reading, please help me out. Give me a like, hype the video. I appreciate it. Thank you so much for being here. And yes, comments are sometimes paused. And everything's okay. Just sometimes I have to pause the comments because I need to do that for myself. All right, what do we have, please? Please, Libra. What do we need to get curious about? I want to know that. What do we need to get curious about? Help us get curious or get inspired. What do we need for that? Oh, Page of Cups. All right. We need to maybe change our feelings about something. But this is a happy surprise, okay? This is some sort of invitation, possibly. This is a card of the dreamer. You know, he came up in your last reading too. But I feel like you could be getting a message you're really going to love. It's going to really, this is what's clarifying the Knight of Cups. The Page of Cups is clarifying the Knight of Cups. And it feels like all eyes are on you as you receive a gift too. I feel that. That's what I was hearing clairaudiently. Let's see if there's anything. I want to finish this row, and then we're going to check out the crystal ball here. Messages. What do we have, please? Tell us about this positive connection or connections. Tell us how do we make the most out of that, or just some information about it. The Nine of Wands. Oh, believe it or not, this is going to seem like counterintuitive, but it actually, no, it makes sense. So what's going to help with the positive connections and even bring them in is actually having boundaries. Doesn't that seem like it wouldn't really be the way to go? But actually the boundaries are going to help you. The boundaries are going to, because you know you have good boundaries, like in a group situation or at work or just wherever, or any relationship for that matter, because you know you will do that. You'll stand your ground, you'll stick to it. It's almost like you're going to be more willing to put yourself out there because you've mastered the art of maintaining boundaries. And it's actually quite freeing. This is about your resiliency and not allowing yourself to be exhausted by, say, the wrong connections that prevents you then from putting any time, effort, energy into the right connections. So you're only investing in what's giving to you in the right ways. You know, you're giving, and then there has to be reciprocity, and it has to be in a healthy dynamic. That's what I'm getting with this. Let's see what we have here. With the crystal ball, I'm hearing X marks the spot. It's making me think of, finding a treasure or a treasure map. Maybe you're mapping things out as far as what's going to bring you joy or what's going to get you where you want to go. Or that could be the advice even. Now I'm getting 2 eyes looking in different directions. So are you looking into two opportunities maybe that are very dissimilar? Or it can be that, again, sort of that Two of Pentacles in reverse. It makes me think of just kind of feeling a little like disoriented by life right now almost. And let's see what else we have, figuratively speaking. What else do we have? Sometimes these take a moment. I'm getting something about having to cut resources in half, almost like splitting resources, sharing, or something coming apart, like there maybe even a union coming apart. Sorry if that's you, unless you wanted that. What else do we have? You're being chosen for something, but it's like, there's this energy of, it was like you, but there were multiple people that could have been chosen. So you were in a group of at least 3. Yeah. Or maybe you have 3 choices, but there's 3 because I'm going to, yeah. So then the third, so maybe three's the winner. Okay. And that's it. That's it. Okay. What else do we have, please? Let's see if there's anything blocking us, anything lurking in the shadows. What do we need to be mindful of? Anything in the way? Anything in the way? Feels like the worst is behind you for a lot of you. Get ready for that victory. What else do we have, please? What do we have, please? There's something, it feels heavy. What's heavy? What's weighing us down that we need to release? Give us advice. Oh, wow. All right. This came out in your weekly reading, I believe. Or maybe it was just the members reading. But anyway, we have blocked throat chakra. So this is unblocking the 5th chakra. I know I saw this recently in a reading. So yeah, unblocked. So this chakra could be blocked. It could be affecting your communication and your self-expression. So this is about healing the throat chakra to help you with communication, self-expression. You could use crystals, think blue. You could find time to journal. It's really important that we Libras get our, whether it's your Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, whatever, we need to be able to get our thoughts out and express ourselves. What else do we have? Please. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. I appreciate you being here. I post Sunday mornings, usually 10 a.m. Eastern time. And then I also post Tuesdays, and it has been Thursdays, and it'll be either Thursday or Friday in the afternoon. So Tuesdays and Thursdays afternoons and Sunday morning. What do I have, please? Half-hearted effort. Remember I said I was getting like something being split in half? Maybe this is what it's talking about, because it's half-hearted effort. So when you don't give your all, you get stuck in mediocrity. We don't want mediocre, right? This is about unleashing your full potential. This is the second time you have potential. The word potential show up in your reading. Plus you have an Ace of Pentacles, which is potential. So this is about putting in 100% of effort, and you'll see the rewards of your efforts come to fruition. I believe it. I really do believe it to see it. Okay. Because you also have the 9 of Pentacles. What else do we have? We're going to pull more tarot cards here. Blocked solar chakra. Wow. Okay. And this is not just a chakra deck. It only has like 7 chakra cards in it. So we have solar plexus chakra. Okay. So you may be experiencing low self-esteem or being overly rigid or controlling or being controlled, something to do with controlling behavior in some way. But this is what's clarifying recognition, success, and victory. So this is getting outside of that energy of, and maybe getting out into the sun or enjoying sun energy in some way, in safe ways, okay? Recharging your yellow chakra. You could do this, think anything that's yellow. You could wear yellow, you burn a yellow candle, bring in some yellow flowers, that sort of thing. What else do we have? Use, do fire meditation with crystals. What else do we have? Helping boost your confidence and well-being. Tell us more. Beating a dead horse. Okay, so I never like the wording of that. All right, so trying something new. So you may have already felt like you're just going round and round circles, and this is about, not knowing when to walk away when something's clearly not working. So this is about if you've exhausted everything within your power to make something work and it still doesn't, then it's time to move on. Looking for the takeaways, look for the lesson, thank it, right? And that'll improve your chance of success. But we got to cut ourselves loose. Remember I said something felt heavy? There's something about being too hard on yourself. You are a winner. Let's say that again. You are a winner. You've already won so many battles. You've already overcome so many obstacles. And as I always say, you didn't come this far to only come this far. You may be being too hard on yourself, and that could be creating stuck energy, right? Difficulties, unnecessary hurdles. So give yourself credit for how far you've come. You don't need to lower the bar. Don't lower your expectations, right? Again, don't settle for mediocre when you can have magnificent. So this is about, that's not on the card. That's what I'm saying. So this says you don't need to lower your bar, but you do need to be able to see all of your small wins. Absolutely. And that's, again, you have victory coming in. You're a winner with victory. Absolutely. And again, with potential and sovereignty, you have the ability to make this a reality. You have the ability to make this a reality. Maybe say that as an affirmation, right? Have the ability to make it a reality. All right, what else do we have? Or however you want to phrase it. For Libra, tell us more about this whole situation. What do we most need to know? Well, there's a card of achievement, and it's coming in divine timing. This is the lovely Four of Wands. Victory is yours. You're winning. You're winning, okay? Maybe if we say it enough, it will happen, right? Could already be happening behind the scenes, and you just don't know it yet. So operate as if it's on the way. Okay, and 11, because of the two wands and the two wands, right? It forms an 11. That's about, let me pull that card out. You've been getting that a lot lately. And you think of wands, I mean, they're about, your power, your manifestation, right? Your power to manifest. Think of magician. So it's all about you having that power. This is about your dreams. Being drawn to higher vibrations, 11. So spiritual awakenings here happening. Some of you are finally seeing it. You're seeing how it's going to unfold. Things are shaping up. Things are looking up. Let's get some other cards here. Overall advice here. What else do we need to know, please? About what's coming in. What are you being called to create? Oh, birth mysteries. Okay. So what are you being called to create? And do you have everybody and everything you need on board? It's whatever you're lacking, it's being delivered. It's coming your way. So then we have thank you, gratitude, appreciating what's sustaining you. Expressing gratitude for what you do have. It's going to open that gate and allow more for which to be grateful for to come in, right? What else do we have? And I just said, act as if. If we're already giving gratitude for what we have, we're going to get more of good things because we're focusing on the positive, We're focusing on what we want to receive. Let's get some mermaid messages, just some mermaid cards here. The future. Yeah, focusing on going forward, the future. Having the hope. Knowing that it's going to work. It's going to work out. You're going to be able to do this. There's light. Blessings. Look at that. If you didn't believe me yet, check it out. Blessings are coming in for you, and you're going to be saying what? You're going to be saying thank you. Maybe you already start thanking the universe or your guides, whoever you believe in. Thank yourself even for the blessings that are about to find you as you have your victory here. It is your time to shine here. Let's see. Speaking of your time to shine, let's get more Sacred Sun Wisdom Oracle cards. Positivity. There it is. It's like, you can't make this up. I mean, we're just talking about, being grateful. And so this is about positivity, blessings. There's the word again, good luck, growth. So this is about you attracting the right people and situations and opportunities into your life. Why? Because you've already changed your vibration. You've already elevated. And now the universe will respond by matching your energy. That's how it works. What else do we have? Regeneration. So what once ended, it's now filled with life and energy. So whatever, this is about you being able to renew, resurrect something, restore, restart. Think Phoenix rising from those ashes. Sunnier days are ahead here, friends. This is your victory pours in. New vitality. If you haven't had the energy to do it yet, with rejuvenation, positivity, and new vitality, you sure will. So as you obtain optimum health, a surge of energy will invigorate your life. This is mental vigor too. All right. It's healing on many different levels. All right. What else do we have? Tell us more. Galactic angel messages. So we have your angels are communicating through numbers. Watch for repeat sequences. How will today shape your future? You have the opportunity to make a difference today. Today. This is amazing because you have the word opportunity coming in multiple times. You have the word blessings coming in multiple times. You have divine, you have guidance, divine guidance. It's incredible. It's very cohesive. I love it when that happens. I get very excited as a reader when that happens. Now, we were speaking about numbers. Let's get you some numbers cards, my friends. Let's see. You have 1313, a sign of courage. So follow your heart and go for what you desire. That totally came through in the reading. And what else? 88, oh my gosh, a sign of enlightenment. I was getting that light coming in. That's great as it's shining on you on the victory. This is about you having achieved wisdom and finding success. Amazing. What else do we have? Animal cards, and we'll part ways. Thanks so much. Whoa, that's a big stack of cards. We're going to just put those back in here. Thank you very much. I'm getting the name Hannah. So I am hearing that. All right. So I often will hear names clairaudiently. So it could be you, someone you know, someone in spirit. Yeah. All right. Card 10, snake, impulse, root chakra. This is about being still and alert. This is allowing opportunities to come to you instead of chasing them. Kings and queens, we don't run. It's hard to run in our fancy shoes. We don't want to mess up our crown. So anyway, though, seriously, though, allowing opportunities, there's the word again, opportunities, to come to you instead of chasing them. Once the right impulse arrives, act quickly without hesitating. Now, you did have the Knight of Swords. And I want to point out, if the Knight of Swords were in reverse, yeah, that could be like acting recklessly. Right? This is not that. Okay, this is about swift, impulsive action, but it's because you've already done the thinking, the planning. You know what it is you want. You have the enlightenment here. And now you're going to get the courage, or you have the courage, and then you get the opportunity. So pouncing on that opportunity when it comes your way. What else do we have? Maybe it just feels right too. Maybe it's something that you haven't even thought about, but you're like, this just feels right. Go with your guidance there, right? Go with your inner guidance. If you feel comfortable, if you feel you really can trust it. It takes work sometimes to learn to trust it. Elephant, direction, card 7. Interesting. We'll get direction now. So root chakra, there it is. I was getting a name like Dolores a moment ago. I was hearing that. And when I get names, a lot of the time it can just be, just an extra way of kind of saying, hey, it's your reading, or hey, that message is for you, or a hello from someone in spirit, or maybe you meet someone named Dolores. So yeah, so place your feet firmly on the ground and connect with the earth element. New clarity manifests as you get out of your head and into your body. You may want to come into do something where you can incorporate all 4 elements, right? Yeah, because now you've had fire come up, you've had earth come up now. We're air signs, right? And then, of course, water is all over your reading too, because the cards we're using, the fact that it's Cancerian season. So let's get another animal card for our lovely friends. What do we have here? We're going to go beyond just making ends meet. Or at least that's the goal. That's the energy I'm feeling for you. And that's amazing because now we have expansion. I love that. It's like, yeah, you're going to be able to make things go further, or for you to go further, right? With expansion. Not just make ends meet, and not just being able to have everything you need, but at least some of what you want too, Or the goal is to, have all of it, but what do we have here? We have open your heart, trust and follow the voice of love within you. Commit to the path that brings you the greatest joy. Oh my gosh, there it is again. Following your heart is going to pay off, okay? This is what's coming through in this reading. So if it feels right, then maybe you want to listen to it. But again, this is you'll know if it's your reading and you'll know what to do. We have this lovely, looks like a collie on the card here. So going with your gut, following your heart, that's what's going to reward you at this time, it looks like. Bottom of the deck. I had to peek. I always peek. It's Scarab. It's card 50. It's Chaos Magic. This is the Soul Star Chakra. One of my favorite cards. What appears to be falling apart is actually falling into place. I said things are lining up, right? New life emerges from seeming chaos. Trust in divine order and timing. There's the word again, divine. And you have the card of divine timing, the 1111 card, the Four of Wands. Get ready to celebrate because your victory is coming in, and it's something that you've earned. You've done the work. That's what I have for you. Thank you so much for being here. And again, you know how to show support. Check out your other readings too. Take care.